Good morning, wrestling fans, and welcome to PWR today, Tuesday morning, April the 5th, 2022, the man they call Meathead, Linda K. I apologize to all of our listeners, all of our people that are checking up with us on Facebook and Google and, what is that, Spotify, Spreaker, Root Beer, all those apps. We've had a long weekend. Linda K., good morning. How are you feeling?
Good morning. I am feeling just dandy. We just happened to come back from a place called Dallas.
That's right. I was in a place called Dallas, a place called Arlington, a place called Irving. Accidentally went to a place called Denton, I think, once too. I don't know what was going on. I think the Uber driver was confused. But, hey, now I know what it feels like to be the road warrior Linda K. Because, I had no idea what day it was, where I was supposed to be. Thank God for text messaging and Ubers.
I know, even time zone, even though Dallas was Central Time, which is what you and I are used to, I still felt like I was in another time zone.
Right, exactly. It was the Twilight Zone. And I'm stepping into the Twilight Zone. All right, enough of that. Linda K. Yeah. So, we still have a sponsor. We still take care of them. We even saw them ringside at WrestleMania. What's the sponsor?
The sponsor of PWR today is the tremendous Collar and Elbow. As you just mentioned, we saw Collar and Elbow present ringside at WrestleMania. I saw Collar and Elbow throughout Dallas, WrestleCon. The comfort of the house I was staying at, and on my own chest, because I was wearing Collar and Elbow all weekend long.
You know what? WrestleMania, Linda, I don't think I had any collar and elbow on. I think that was the one day I didn't wear anything.
But you were sporting some Milwaukee Bucks stuff, so that shows something. But if you want to be sporting the latest and greatest in wrestling street fashions, go to collarandelbowbrand.com, and to save 10% off your order, use promo code Linda K. That's LINDAKAY.
Fantastic. So this is going to be, it's Tuesday morning, and I know you're getting ready to hear us talk about the Raw after WrestleMania. Folks, we're still traveling. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to break down everything from day 2 of WrestleMania, and then we will get to you. We promise we will get to you with everything that happened at the Raw after WrestleMania. So first off, the weekend, Linda. Thursday night, we controlled our narrative with EC3, Adam Shearer. We saw S2H. I love that nickname, by the way. I forgot to tell Scotty that. That is a pretty slick nickname. We saw, who else did we saw at Control Your Narrative?
Eric Redbeard.
Oh, Eric Redbeard. That's right. Part of the Wyatt family.
Yes, and still a lot of familiar faces within the PWR family.
I believe a Milwaukee native. I believe a Milwaukee former TNA champion, former Ring of Honor champion, Austin Aries was at the program as well. I almost forgot about Austin, but no. Austin Aries from Milwaukee, Wisconsin was at Control Your Narrative. He had his narrative controlled.
Yes, as many did at that show. We kicked off our week at WrestleMania supporting our friend Adam Shearer and, of course, EC3 and just everybody else that, again, it's not just the PWR family. It is an extended wrestling family. So happy to show support for those guys. We were at Gilley's in Dallas, which ironically was the exact same room where we held Shenanigans.
Not even just the same building, the same room, literally the same room.
Right, which was Friday night. And, anybody listening who was able to grace your presence at Gilley's, you, as soon as you walked into Gilley's, were graced with the presence of our faces, that being myself, Meathead, the Motts, Matthew Thomas.
The Motts.
And the lovely
Matthew
Claire.
at the ticket station.
Yes, we were all helping out at the box office when you came in. So great to meet everyone that, had mentioned PWR today or PWR. Just familiar faces that, have come to our Shenanigans events. Shout out to our guys from St. Louis that have been at every recent Shenanigans party as well. And again, familiar faces. Yes, that was Friday night. And, from what I remember from Friday night, Meathead, it was a tremendous time with lots of, dare I say, shenanigans.
It's a great line, too. From what I remember, end quote. From what I remember, the night was full of not only shenanigans, but it had an acoustic performance by Jeff Hardy as well. We had an unannounced guest show up as well. Kenny King was in the house. I saw Kenny King. We had the Ass Gentlemen. They weren't boys anymore. The Ass Gentlemen. And
we had Karrion Kross and Scarlett. We had
Kelly, Scarlett.
Carlito, Chris Masters.
Trying to put the bracelet on her. I fumbled, trying to put that stupid gimmick on. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, lots and lots of friends and familiar faces making it to Shenanigans as we tell you year after year. It is the biggest party of WrestleMania weekend. Looking forward to more in the future. I do remember though, one thing I will say, it ain't no party till we do some dancing, and very fitting in Dallas. We had some line dancing going on. Granted, it was more to hip hop songs than country songs, but we had some line dancing as well. That was fun.
We had some unique dancing up on the stage too. I won't say who, what, or how, but there was some unique dancing. Unfortunately, Kevin Nash also not able to make it, but our girl SoCal Val made sure that everybody had a shot on Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash had reached out and said, hey, sorry we couldn't see you there, but bought a shot for everybody at the party. I mean, come on. How fantastic was that?
Absolutely. Yeah, looking forward. I'm already looking ahead to next year, Meathead. Everybody stay tuned, obviously. Yes.
LA.
It will be here before you know it. But I digress. Anyways, we have that Friday night.
Yeah.
Yes. And
talked about. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna run through the rest of the weekend real quick. So Saturday, we already discussed how we went to the Tailgate Joe's tailgate party outside AT&T Stadium. Thanks to our friend within PWR here, Drew Bay. Thanks for that invite. Yep. We had a great tailgate there, and then I know you and I didn't make it to WrestleMania Saturday night one, but we had Matthew Thomas in the house for night one, which, next time you guys talk, I'm sure he'll run through his experience with that. But last night, Sunday night, WrestleMania Sunday, you and I got to be there live in the flesh.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great time.
You know what? The Mott's, the Matthew of ticket sales, that's what he is now, Matthew of ticket sales. The Mott's, he was very accurate in his assessment of AT&T Stadium. That was quite possibly the easiest stadium for me to get in and do anything at ever. Linda, There was no line to get in the door, no line to get scanned, no line at the baggage, no line in concessions, and the seats were tremendous. Again, thank you to Drew Bay Dalla. We had tremendous seats, and we got to see everything we needed to see. Oh, man, what a show. Let's run down a couple of the really the high points, because we're on Tuesday. You've read everything. You've seen everything. Let's talk about what we saw and what we experienced. First off, the place went banana with the music of Triple H to open the show. And I'm telling you, they were standing at attention for Triple H. Unannounced, Triple H came out. Me personally, I'm a sensitive guy. I'm thinking, hey, man, you're not supposed to be doing this stuff. What about your heart? What about your health? Just take it easy. Don't get all around. Oh, he's going to spit the water. Oh, there it is. Yep. It's a Triple H coming out Sunday night.
Absolutely. What a way to kick off night 2 of Mania. And, he really didn't have to say much, which he didn't do, which was fine. We had our attention diverted to the pyro at the end of a little bit of what he said. And what a lot of us did not notice was that when that happened, his boots and the microphone were left there center in the ring. And as we know, that huge announcement this past week about his in-ring retirement, we get it officially in place with 70. It was more people Sunday night. Nearly 80,000 people.
78, I believe it was 78 something.
Yeah, jam-packed at AT&T Stadium. But yeah, we got to see that entrance. I mean, at least just the water spitting, but that's just a huge part. And with it zoomed in that ginormous jumbotron.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, that was great to see.
Can I throw a note out real quick? Nothing to make me feel more comfortable in Big D in AT&T Stadium than having the official beer of the stadium be Milwaukee's own Miller Lite.
How about that?
I mean, they didn't pay anything for that sponsorship right there, but I don't care. Big D took care of the man they call Meathead and Linda Kay and our friend that joined us as well, and we had Miller Lite on tap. Yeah, hey, Allison. We had Miller Lite on tap at all times, so I was very happy.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead.
Oh, no. Go on with the show.
I was going to say, so we have Triple H. Sunday opened up exactly the way Saturday opened up. They went for the men's tag team championships. Now, the SmackDown championships were going to be the Usos and Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura. At first thought, we thought maybe he didn't. Maybe it was a work. I, as of this recording, have not officially seen the word yet from WWE, but let's hope for the best. Rick Boogs may have blown out a quad.
Yeah. I know we talked about this yesterday as well, but hopefully he is okay. Hopefully we can get him back in ring with Shinsuke soon. They had a big thing going. But opening night 2, we got a different group of tremendous tag teams from Raw.
Yeah. It was Arcade Bro. It was Shush Alpha Academy. Thank you. And the Street Profits. Multiple RKOs. The best 2 saved for the last. Riddle hit it in RKO as Montez Ford was at the top turnbuckle. He jumped up. Yeah, it took him RKO. And then Randy caught Chad Gable with an RKO. Gable Stevenson came in to have drinks with the Profits, right? Because they were up and they wanted to smoke. However, when Chad Gable came to interrupt him, Gable Stevenson got a little bit of a drink on him. And Gable Stevenson is, I believe he's closer to debuting on the Raw brand than we believe. This dude may show up in the next few weeks.
Could he be on WrestleMania Raw?
He could be. Again, folks, as of this recording, we have not seen WrestleMania Raw or the Raw after WrestleMania, so we apologize. But Gable Stevenson he's ready, and he looks good. You know, there was one little nudge, and you said it to me, actually, as we were watching. Randy pulled him closer, going, hard camera, that way. And it had to shift his body to point himself towards the hard camera. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, just getting him ready to go, because that's going to be a huge, huge addition to either brand. Oh, Raw, unless that changes.
Well, yeah, he's currently on Raw. He was drafted in the last draft, but hasn't been used yet. So, it's like drafting somebody in the PWR fantasy draft and never using them either. But, we'll get to those totals soon. We'll get to them this week.
Yeah.
The accounting firm at Dewey, Cheatham and Howe, they've got a lot of numbers to work out, so we'll get to that. All right. We're not going to hit every match. I do want to talk about Edge versus AJ Styles.
Okay.
The entrance, Linda.
Mm-hmm.
The entrance. And the finish to the match with not even really interference by Damian Priest, just staring. Edge gets the win. Damian Priest and Edge look at each other, smile, and leave. We got to say the same thing that everybody else is saying. Is this the new Brood?
I hope so. They don't necessarily have to be vampires, although I love vampires. But you brought it up there. Who's the third? I'm like, do we even need a third? I think It's just fine them being this dynamic duo. And, when we say it's all in front of you, hey, let's go back to Edge's entrance. Brood-esque.
Yeah.
Right. But him in that throne chair.
In front of us.
Yeah. So the leader of something new. Was not expecting to see Damian Priest come out like that, but I am happy he got his WrestleMania
and he looked
moment.
Good too.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, the whole get up looked good.
Right. And now that I think about it, this quick change in Edge setting up his, huge match against AJ Styles for WrestleMania. I was wondering, are they going to go past that? Is he going to be on part-time? Is he going to come back to the old Edge that we knew him? But looks like we're going to get more of this dark, evil Edge that we didn't know.
Yeah.
Did you get
right.
that?
We never knew him at all. Yeah, exactly. Yes. You're right. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing with Damian Priest. Myself, yourself, Matthew, and really everybody else wondered, why did they do the change? Why did they give it to Finn Balor when they didn't use Damian Priest or Ricochet for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Well, at least we got Damian Priest, right? Because we thought the writing was on the wall right in front of us. A Priest versus a demon or a Damian. Never got done. So maybe that's coming, and we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So Pat McAfee, I didn't expect anything from Pat McAfee, even though we knew what he did with Adam Cole at NXT at Takeover. Excuse me, I think it was War Games. Excuse me. Pat McAfee went above and beyond in his match with Austin Theory.
Yes, and not just physically. You saw him. I mean, this is true. This has been a dream of his, so he was definitely emotionally invested, which got us emotionally invested. But
he had 70,000 invested.
Yeah, and his entrance. I don't know if he has some correlation with the White Stripe song, but having him coming out with the Cowboys cheerleaders with that song, that already got the crowd because throughout that match,
song was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah,
because
maybe it's a Colts song or something. I want to say there's probably some correlation to why he came out to that, but yeah, but it got the crowd chanting the whole time as if we weren't already invested in rooting for Pat McAfee.
So I want people that are listening to the program, if you know the answer to that, is there any correlation between Pat McAfee and the Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes? Do they play at Cowboys games for the cheerleaders? Do they play at Colts games? Was it just a song that just got played? If you know the correlation, I want you to message us. I want you to leave a comment on the video. Leave a comment on Spotify somewhere. Contact me. Hit us up on the old Twitter machine, like Bully Ray says. And let us know at WCW Media. And Linda, your Twitter.
Yes, Linda K22.
There you go. Hit us up. We need to know. Inquiring minds need to know. But he looked amazing. That wasn't the highlight of the match, though, honestly. So McAfee gets the win. Theory loses. McMahon pissed. McMahon starts to threaten McAfee as if he's going to have a match. And then Theory attacks. And then McMahon actually gets a match. Tells him, Linda, we got a match. Vince McMahon, 78 years old, just had a match at WrestleMania with Pat McAfee. But as that was going on, I think we heard the glass break. Holy smokes. Linda, I wish you could have been there. I know you were on a break for that second. It happens to all of us. But that was my WrestleMania moment right there. Not knowing, because we went to a Sunday show and Austin was scheduled for the KO show on Saturday. Not knowing that WWE would make sure both nights got Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right. Yes, I happened to be on a bathroom run. I'll say it right there. I did hear the glass shattering, and I was like, oh, they're just showing a recap of last night. And then I noticed everybody standing. I'm like, go! So I just tried to see what I could, and I did catch that whole segment, obviously, but I just missed that moment of the glass shattering. But that's okay. I have had, many Stone Cold Steve Austin live event moments that I cherish to this day. So that's okay. I was still there. It was the highlight of my night as well. But I will say the moment where the camera panned to Pat McAfee pouring beer into his mouth, that's what got me the most too. That was great.
It's
but
tremendous.
Man, but I did say to you at one point before Mania, I think I said this to you. If not, I sent it to somebody. I was like, with McMahon there and Stone Cold there, wouldn't it be great if we get an Austin McMahon interaction? And boom, we sure got it.
Yeah, you said it to me. And you know what? I loved the look on Steve's face during this whole thing because he offers McMahon a beer. You smell it coming, right? He drinks. Steve's looking at him. Steve took a step and a half back. I'm like, oh, he's lining up for the kick. McMahon fell the second he kicked him. Austin reached for him, and I could hear Mortal Kombat, get over here. As he's trying to pull him over for a stunner. Quite possibly the worst stunner ever. And Austin's just laughing his ass off the entire time.
That just makes it all better.
It does. It does. Because the first stunner on McMahon was terrible, too. But you know who took a great stunner? And I said, I want to see someone drinking, spitting, and bouncing. Pat McAfee.
Absolutely. I did watch that segment back. I forgot to mention that to you. And yep, caught everything that I missed. And what a moment. What a highlight. And again,
you know what else is go ahead.
I was just going to say that the surprises that we got Sunday night instead of Saturday night, that was huge. I mean, of all surprises, that was the biggest.
You know what was great. Now, we haven't heard the play-by-play. I know you said you watched it back. I have not yet. But Michael Cole was out of his seat for the entire McAfee match.
Yeah.
Talk about an homage to his broadcast partner as he's competing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then him borrowing his headset during the match too. That was great as well.
I need to hear that as well. All right, one more type gimmick match, and then we'll talk about the main event here. The Johnny Knoxville Sami Zayn match gave me more than I thought I was going to get, and I didn't hate it. Matter of fact, with Party Boy, with Wee Man, and everybody else from the Jackass crew, you know, a little birdie whispered in our ears on Saturday that there was a chance there might be mousetraps in this match. And when I saw the table with the mousetraps that were almost all the way glued on, when I saw the table with the mousetraps on, I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. The big mousetrap for the finish, Linda.
Yes. We saw the mousetraps and some came unglued, and I was like, oh, okay, well, someone's going through that table still. But once we got the unveiling of that huge one, we knew that would be the finish. We knew that would be Johnny Knoxville laying it in on Sami Zayn to get the 1, 2, 3. But yep. Yes, me, you, and Nelson, and everybody around us, I think, highly impressed by that match. Highly and more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. Johnny Knoxville did well. I thought he did well. And Sami Zayn just, helping carry the match and just his facials. I mean, the two of them were meant for this type of match at WrestleMania. If you're going to bring a jackass to have a match at WrestleMania, you put him with Sami Zayn. And even
Sami Zayn's the Miz of SmackDown. Sami Zayn is the Miz of SmackDown. Remember, they have these couple guys that work the celebrities, the specialties, whatever. Yeah. Sami Zayn is that guy.
Yeah. Yes, but I definitely had lots of laughs with that one, and yeah, that was a highlight of night 2 as well.
Yeah. All right, let's talk main event. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. You know what? I thought it lived up to the hype until, and there is talk out there that Roman may have been injured. Again, as of this recording, we don't know officially, but there's pictures out there that Roman's arm blew up, as in he may have ripped his bicep.
I know you had mentioned maybe that's why Mania ended a little bit early.
It ran early, yeah.
Not sure. But I will say the hype was there. We had both entrances that were huge. The crowd very into it. I felt the Dallas crowd was more pro Roman than Brock, or maybe it's just
that threw me off a little.
I'm sorry, what?
That threw me off a little bit. That crowd was 60-40 for Roman.
Yeah, I like both guys. I was cheering for both. I was happy to see Roman winning though, just because he is the top dog.
You went back 3 years there.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Of WWE right now. So I'm not really sure what Brock's schedule will be like, what he's planning to do moving forward at this time with WWE. But I feel with this title unification, just how hot Roman is right now. I mean, Brock, fantastic as well, obviously. Of course, he's tremendous, but just felt that this would be something made for Roman Reigns at this moment in time. But if he is injured, man, that would be quite a bummer. But I thought they had a great match. The crowd really into it. I was really into it, and hopefully Roman is all right. If you give him this single title, or if it's both titles.
Yeah, is it a new belt? We don't know. And as of this recording, we haven't seen this.
Yeah. So it's you gotta keep him strong right now. So hopefully all is okay. But I was happy with how it ended. I'm happy that we did choose night 2 to go to if we were just gonna choose one. I felt there were more surprises. I liked the elaborate entrances, and just being there helped obviously as well. But I definitely enjoyed my time. Being the show.
I'll tell you what. Linda, you were there to have my cherry popped on Friday for shenanigans, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's my first WrestleMania in 14 years. I went to WrestleMania 22, 23, 24, and 38. I want to say thank you. Thank you to you. You were a great partner to do, to go to the shows and the events with. I had an absolute blast. Thank you to Matthew. His girlfriend Claire came along as well. Claire, thank you. I know you're listening. You're a big fan of the show. She also won a what is that called? The where you pay money. Remember, I ordered her a gift from Matthew. She got a cameo from the man they call Meathead.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I want to say thank you to Andrew Baydala, who took care of us, got us to the building, also was hugely involved in the tailgate. All the color, and not wrestling color, folks, but all the color I have in my skin, my pigmentation, came from that damn tailgate on Saturday. I think I changed about 4 shades because we were outside. They had amazing food. They had a cosplay, all of that stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the popcorn night, David Hero. I even told him, I was, I don't know how he feels about it, but I kind of whispered to him on the plane, Dave, if I don't tell you thank you enough, I just want to say thank you. So I'll say it out loud now because now I my emotions are gone from it, but I told him thank you. So Dave, thank you to the popcorn night hero. The kid with the fanny pack. I mean, that kid has grown up before our eyes. Thank you to Al Snow, Ken Anderson, D'Lo Brown, all the guys that we met. I feel like I'm forgetting some names. Thank you for an amazing weekend. Linda, thank you. You guys, thank you for listening. We've got big news coming with PWR today. We're going to have more content this week. I don't know, man. We're wore out. We've had a long weekend. We'll let you know when it's coming, but make sure you like, subscribe, watch the videos, check us out on Twitter, check us out on Facebook, Apple, everywhere you listen to it. For Linda K, the man they call Meathead, thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you again. So long, everyone.
Thank you too, Meathead.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.